we were talking about development and the idea it takes a long time and you don't expect any overnight successes. But we also acknowledge that materials along the way can be useful. Let's talk a little bit about things that we have come across that have helped us. I know there was one book in particular that you found was helpful. Do you want to tell us about that?
The book that I found to be helpful in giving me a good framework to think about things is called The Leadership Pipeline. And what I really liked about it was that it kind of went through levels of leadership. First of all, how to manage yourself. Then next, how to manage other people. And then the third level is how to manage managers. And then in the rest of the book is even higher levels, which wasn't exactly applicable to me. What I really liked about the book was the process that goes from managing oneself to managing other people. That's the first step. That's the step that many people need to take. And at that level, I found it really useful.
Who's it by?
Ram Charan, Charan, Stephen Drotter, and James Knoll. And in the book, what they do is they describe certain levels of leadership. First, you have to be good at managing oneself. Then you have to learn how to manage other people. Then you have to learn how to manage managers. And then there are a couple of other levels that are even higher up. And I found that really useful as a framework because it really nailed down for me that when you are facing a new challenge, a new level of leadership, you have to learn some new things, but you have to also unlearn some other things. And that really laid out a framework for the transitions and what you're looking to do. And just knowing that there's this framework and this is the hard work and the effort you need to put in really helped me in saying, okay, I need to look at this from a new position. The good things that I was doing that got me to this position are not what's going to sustain me in the new role. I have to learn new skills. And that was the essence of the book. And that really helped me in terms of having the right sort of focus and the right sort of mindset for the challenges that I faced.
So when you read it, though, to this point about it not transforming, I mean, how has it helped you? I mean, obviously you read it and some of the things in it struck you as being useful and valuable. How did it then feature in your own development thereafter?
In one sense, it featured in that because as I was approaching a new leadership role, I understood that this was sort of a different game that was being played and that I couldn't just continue to be myself, whatever that meant, and carry on and be successful that way. I would have to try to do other things. In particular, I had to network much more than I was comfortable doing. I'm not what I would consider a strong networker.
Once you'd picked up these points from the book, did you then have them on board and that was it? You changed the way you were and always followed those? Or did you have to keep relearning those lessons and reminding yourself to do things? Did you slip back and stop doing them sometimes?
It's the latter. It's 100% the latter. I think that all the good lessons you learn and then you relearn and then you relearn. There probably are some points that are like an inoculation where you just get it and it's solved and you never make that mistake again. But these points just highlighted what are good habits and then what are bad habits that you slip back into. And so for me personally, it's always been that slipping back and a reminder that, nope, this is the lesson and this is how we apply it to this situation. And even though that makes this the most difficult path, this is like the most correct path.